There you go. Sometimes you might have a little thing you have to click to continue now that you know it's been recorded. Awesome. All right. So I am super stoked to see you ladies here. This is fantastic. And what we're going to do is I will do a screen share and you should see 21-day nutrition reset covering your screen. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Okay, cool. You don't see like any background notes or advanced slides. You got the main screen. Excellent. Perfect. So, all right, let's get going. I'm going to try to keep this at about half an hour if we can, and then there's room for questions and answers if you have them. And this is being recorded so we can share it to the people that are not able to be here because they're working, etc. So, this always the first click takes a moment and scares me. Oh, it's going to work. Yes. Okay. I have excitement. Does anybody have excitement?
Yeah.
Anybody excited? Okay, good. Awesome. Well, let's go. So, are you ready to gain more energy? Who wants more energy?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. How about release some stubborn body fat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good. Flatten your stomach. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And develop the healthiest version of yourself. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're in the right place. That's good. So let's get into the details of the 21-day reset. That's Kelly. He joined and he dropped 23 pounds in 21 days. I know you guys are all like, oh, men and their testosterone. Yes, that's true. Men adapt faster. And I will say Kelly was pushing his stomach out a little bit at the start. And I made fun of him for that, but he had no idea he was going to drop 23 pounds. So that was kind of humorous.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. So at the end of this, you're going to have the information, motivation. We'll be ready to go shopping and get everything ready this coming week and start creating your ideal body and life right away, right now. And before I get started, I always like to unveil what's behind the curtain because this is a disclaimer. I can give you all of the tools and the training and help you develop the mindset for success, but in the end, it's your attitude that makes all the difference, right? So if you hate change and you're not willing to try something new, totally different, and perhaps even annoying, your chance of success will plummet. What you've done before has gotten you to where you are now. So let's try something different. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Fantastic. We'll get to this. I'll mention something else in a second that's along this lines, but very, very important. Okay, cool. Because news flash, nothing works. Nothing works, right? You make it work. I've seen people make stupid things work, right? Nothing works. You make it work. Your car doesn't work. You have to go start it and drive it, right? This is the same. Okay. And I've collected hundreds of before and after pictures over the term that I've been doing this long time. And I've been a trainer since 98. For those of you that don't know me well, I had my gym in Sylvan Lake for 18 years and it changed in 2020 when we closed it forever. But my passion for people hasn't changed. It just looks different now. And it's more one-on-one, which honestly, I really enjoy. And so I'm proud to say that me and my team have helped. We were dropping about 2,000 pounds of fat per year on average. And you know what? By myself, just doing it with small groups, I'm kind of getting close to 300 or 400 pounds a year with just small groups. So I'm pretty excited about that. But if you don't all know me from the beginning, I wasn't always the fitness guy that everybody knows me as today. So I'll tell you just a little bit quickly about my story. I was in architecture for 13 years, getting sick and stressed and fat. And after a year or so of specialists and tests, and a doctor finally told me to exercise and take care of myself with a passion. Right? I dropped 20 pounds before I let anyone take my before picture. Can anybody relate to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's like, yeah, no pictures right now. Let me drop 20 pounds and then you can take my before picture. Right. And I had all kinds of different medical problems that nobody could figure them out. And when I started to eat healthy and eat well, everything changed. And so 5 months later, I was in the best shape of my life and everything was different. That led to working in a few gyms in the late 90s. I quit my career in architecture and I opened Best Body Fitness in 2002. I got into triathlon and I began to travel the world competing. And I went through Ironmans. I did a bunch of those. And then I got into Ultraman. And at the World Championships of 2015, at nearly 70 kilometers an hour, I crashed and I almost died. I went from super fit guy to hospital guy. And I shattered my shoulder. I broke my arm in half. I broke 5 ribs. I broke my skull open. I busted up my knee. I was quite a bit of a mess. And that started the long, slow road back to recovery with, of course, all of the skills and programs that I've been teaching others since 98. But I will admit that 3 years of surgeries and rehab and challenges takes its toll, especially when emotional eating happens. Is anybody else an emotional eater? Have a bad day and it's straight to the ice cream or straight to the potato chips? right?
Big time.
Yeah, that's big time me. So with all the surgeries and I couldn't race and I couldn't train and I was not having a good time of it. And I gained a bunch of weight. I went back up to 240 pounds from 185, 190. But I was like, all right, after my final surgery, which was knee surgery, I was like, okay, that's enough of this. The pity party's over. Let's get back in shape. And now I look like that again. And I'm much happier like that. Okay. So, and I made it back to the World Championships and crossed that finish line in 2018 after 3 years of a real big challenge of recovery, but it was awesome. So since my transformations, I've surrounded myself with amazing people and I've been able to live my passion every day, transforming lives and changing the world. That sounds like a bumper sticker, but it's true. Well, that brings us to you here now. Now it's your time. So I want you, this is those of you on the line. I want you to hear it. It's my time. Let me hear you say it's my time.
It's my turn.
My time.
Nice. Kathy, I'm going to assume you said it. Thumbs up. Perfect. Because if I say it, it's one thing, but if you say it, it's everything, right? So do some of these apply to you? And say yes, or give me a thumbs up if they apply to you. You're feeling down on yourself because you've let your health go down and your weight go up. Is that anyone?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You have people in your life that you want to help, but you're not really setting a good example for yourself, let alone them. Anyone? Yeah. Your own mind is filled with negative self-talk and it's draining your energy. Has anyone got an itty bitty snotty committee?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're tired of back rolls, spare tire, being a little jiggly. Is anyone tired? Yeah. Okay. Kathy, that's enthusiasm. I love it. You get frustrated. Yeah, Jen, right? Has anybody frustrated shopping for clothes?
Hello.
Right?
Yeah.
Does anybody like me? I had a section in my closet, which was I'll get back to you later because I paid a lot of money for those Lululemons and I'm
That's
not
my
throwing
whole
those
closet.
out and I'm not getting more. Does anybody got a section in their closet you're waiting for?
That's
Right?
my whole closet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right. Good.
People, Janice.
We're in the right spot, right? Okay, good. You've tried diet books and apps and groups and gyms and trainers and boot camps and fitness programs, but so far nothing's worked long term, and you're a little bit skeptical about anything, and maybe even your ability to succeed. Yeah, I know Kathy's giving a big thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Well, is anybody you can barely stand getting on the weigh scale, and just the thought of it, you're like, oh. Does anybody feel that way about the weigh scale? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. You're getting to a place where you only put yourself in places and circumstances where you feel safe and make choices based on what others want instead of what you want. Like you go to a friend's house, and you're like, okay, I need to eat healthy. And then they bring out a bunch of junk and everybody's eating it. And you're like, well, I'll just do what they're doing. Has anybody done that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you're here. You did it. Woo! All right. Who's ready to start watching Elf again? Is anybody? I can't wait to watch it for the year.
Are you kidding me? You see the tree, right?
I saw the tree and I knew you'd be an easy win. Right? Okay, cool. Well, have you heard this saying, you only live once? Has anybody heard that saying? You only live once?
Yeah.
I want you to know something. I disagree with that saying. I think it's a load of crap. You live every day. You only die once. And it's permanent.
That's true.
So how about we live every day and make your life awesome? Is that good?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a better plan. Yeah. Yeah, good. All right. So this 21-day nutrition reset is the answer. I'm going to guide you through this 3-step process in 21 days from where you are to where you want to be. Now, you might not get fully where you want to be, but you're going to be on the journey. Where you are right now, probably making poor choices, negative self-talk, and low energy and motivation. Is anybody at step 1?
Yep.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, we're going to move to making healthy choices daily, which is a habit. That's going to have you gaining energy and enthusiasm and exercising and feeling good. And if you do that long enough, that's going to get you to creating your ideal you, feeling like yourself again, and being a role model to others. Okay, cool. So what exactly is the 21-day reset? I mean, what are we going to eat? A list of things I can eat on my diet. Right? No. It's not that. It's simple. It's 21 days of lemon water, castor oil, and cayenne pepper. That's it. We call it the Master Disaster Cleanse. Who's in? No?
No.
Yeah, no. Okay. And you guys already seen the manual, so I know, but no, I'm just kidding. It's not that kind of plan. It is 21 days of clean eating. There's no processed sugar, no unhealthy carbs, no dairy, and no calorie counting, right? So it's a very easy, straightforward way to do this. But it's not about what you can't eat. It's about what you can eat. Fresh fruits, vegetables, eggs, healthy fats, lean meats, chicken, beef, fish, good carbs like brown rice, quinoa, sweet potato. So much amazing food. Good stuff like avocado. Has anybody been like that moment when you find the perfect avocado in the supermarket? You know the problem with avocado in Canada? It has 3 stages, right? Bulletproof,
Yeah.
ripe, which if you go to the bathroom, you missed it, and rotten,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's ripe for like 8 seconds. Has anybody, I've done this. You get some avocados, you get 4 of them, and then they're not. Then they're ripe. So you open all 4 because you know it's not going to last. Not
Mhm.
just me. No? Yeah. Okay. All right.
You know, avocado is good frozen for your smoothies and stuff.
Yeah, I've just started doing that. And so I'll open all 4 and I'll dice it up and put it in the freezer in a bag. And it does work for smoothies and things or cooking, but not really frozen as a snack. Yeah. So one thing I want you to know is that for the reset, I'd like you to stay away from coffee for 21 days. I know Janice is like, I didn't see that. La, 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 not listening. Okay. What? Right?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
you?
me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I haven't had my coffee yet. Don't make me kill you.
That's about
Anyone?
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, don't quit right now. And I was mentioning earlier, I said I had a story. I had a lady in the last 21-day reset. She saw this video recorded, messaged me and quit. She was done.
Mhm.
Didn't even get to day 1. Here's the thing. Keeping coffee in will not make or break your detox or your reset. Okay. Because this is going to be a detoxification process. Coffee in and of itself is not necessarily bad, but it does stress the adrenal glands, which makes you more fatigued. It leads to coffee crashes. And when your adrenals are depleted, the stress hormone cortisol makes you store belly fat.
Mhm.
Okay. Coffee is a stimulant. It's forcing your body to be in panic mode, to be in fight or flight. And we're not supposed to be in that mode every day. Right. So instead of coffee, we can substitute non-sweetened green tea, which still has a little bit of caffeine, but it's mild and it doesn't deplete your adrenals. It actually is a superfood that helps you lose weight. And I will say this, I have been running the 21-day reset every month, except for August this year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, September, October, and now November. And every single person, without exception, that has quit coffee has had their sleep come back, anxiety go away, energy return. They feel better. They have a vibrant life. Coffee is
My best
stimulant.
friend.
I know.
Well, it's a stimulant. And I got to tell you, I'm speaking from experience. So I'll tell you a quick story. When I was in my crash and I smashed my brain, right? I broke my skull open. I had the worst concussion you can get. I had hemorrhaging to the frontal lobes, bleeding in my brain. I had a diffuse axonal scarring and tearing. That means the white matter and gray matter of my brain was hitting my head hit the pavement multiple times so hard that the white matter and gray matter sheared apart. It's the worst brain injury you can get. Most people that have that brain injury are in a vegetative state. And I'm incredibly lucky. I also had a point impact to the base, which has interrupted my ability to remember names and faces. I struggle with it now. I have to really make an effort to remember names and faces. But by and large, I came out of it okay. However, I was doing hyperbaric oxygen therapy every day for 3 months to restore my brain. And I was exhausted all the time, because when your brain's healing, you're exhausted. And I remember talking to my neurologist and I said, hey, listen, I'm trying to run a business and we're in a recession and I can't remember passwords. I can't remember how to use software. I can't think straight. I can stay awake for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then I have to have a 6-hour nap. And he said, yeah, your brain's healing. It's going to take a while. He said, but listen, in the times that you have to be at work, just drink some coffee. It'll restore your mental acuity and it'll give you that jolt and you'll be able to get through your day. And I was like, okay, but I don't like coffee. I was one of those guys. I had never drank coffee. And I thought, okay, well, I'll give it a try. So I went to Timmy's and I got a mocha, a medium mocha, because it's half hot chocolate and half coffee. And I thought, well, that sounds like it'll be good, because I don't have a sweet tooth. I have 32 of them. Right? I'm a sweet tooth guy. So I thought, okay, I'll try that. And I drank it and it was disgusting. It tasted like somebody ruined hot chocolate with road tar, but whatever. I need to get through the day. So I drank it. But you know what? After a medium mocha, I felt like a miracle. I felt like myself again. I could think again. Well, pretty soon a medium mocha became a large, became an extra large, became 2 a day, and sometimes 3 a day. Well, what's the problem with a medium, or what's the problem with an extra large mocha?
It's a lot of caffeine.
It's a lot of caffeine, but it's about 400 calories.
Mm-hmm.
If you have 3 of them a day, it's 1,200 calories a day. Well, guess how I gained 45 pounds? Right? So, but my whole life revolved around coffee after that. Like, it was the only way I could function. And I did that for 3 years. And when I was training for the World Championships in 2018, I hired a PhD nutritionist out of the States. Guy's a full-on nutritional genius. And we did all the blood work, and I told him about all the challenges I was having, because I just was coffee crash after coffee crash. I just had have no energy. And he looked at all my blood profiles and all my blood work, because I was training 25 hours a week plus working 60 to 80 hours a week. And I just was exhausted all the time. And he said, okay, you need to quit coffee. 100%, full stop, no more stimulants at all. And I was just like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, when I woke up in the morning, my first thought was getting to Timmy's or making it myself. That was my first thought. And I had made the difference in 2017, where I had changed out the mocha with a trick I learned, and I'll share this with you guys in the group. But I learned that if you use 150 degree Fahrenheit or 65 Celsius water with your whey powder protein, you can have hot whey powder. So I took chocolate and caramel macchiato whey powder, mixed them half and half, and I blended them with coffee. And it was like the fanciest hoofy froofy Starbucks delicious drink. And I was getting 27 grams of protein with no sugar and no junk and no fat. So I had already made that change, but Dr. Kashi said no caffeine. So I was like, you know what? I'm paying this guy like $500 a month. I might as well listen to him. And so I quit stimulants. I quit all coffee. That was the only stimulant I was having. And yeah, I had really bad headache for 3 days. But once I got clear of that, my energy came back. My sleep improved by 1,000%. My stress and my anxiety plummeted.
After how long?
After about 3 or 4 days, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. And I was off coffee from fall of 2018 all the way till March 17th, 2020, when I closed my gym. And when I closed my gym and realized I had to close it forever, and I had to sell off all my equipment, and I was working legitimately 20 hours a day for 10 days straight. I would go home, sleep 3 hours, have a snack, go back to the gym, price equipment, dismantle equipment, sell it off. I was working 20 hours a day, and I was living on coffee and Girl Guide cookies. And it was bad. And after 10 days, I fell down on the floor and had a nap for 3 hours, not of my own choice. Yeah, I was back on the coffee bus hard, and I had stopped taking care of myself. And I was on that roller coaster for a while. We got the gym sold off. We got everything gone. And then I kind of was just numb for a while. And I got to January 2021. And I was like, dude, you're chubby again. I was 227 pounds. Like, what are you doing? Don't do this again. And so I started teaching people the reset program to detox and get back in shape. And I quit coffee again. And so I've been off coffee since January 2021, and I love it. My life is back. I'm no longer on the roller coaster of like, I feel like Superman. I feel like Superman that needs a coffee. I feel like Superman. I feel like Superman that needs a coffee, right? My energy is my energy. This is me, caffeine free, tons of energy at the end of the day, right? So I want that for you if you want it, but it's a choice. It's up to you. All right, good. Beleaguered. All right. The foods on the program are delicious. There are tons and tons of amazing recipes that are full on delicious, right? Detox or reset approved pizza. They used to be called the detox program, and I changed the name to reset because detox is, that word is abused. So I changed it to the 21-day nutrition reset instead of detox. But anyway, this is bacon wrapped pesto chicken. And if you want to be the world's greatest superhero, you make that for supper, and everybody will think you're like Chef Ramsay, right? It's amazing. There's the stir fry is good. That's avocado on top of chicken and rice. So good. The SBI muffins, the should be illegal muffins. I have spent about 4 or 5 years perfecting that recipe, and they are so amazing. How many of you have ever had a healthy, good, nice quality protein muffin and it tasted like a hockey puck or a square lump of cardboard? Anyone? Yeah, these are not those. These are fantastically delicious. They're moist. They're amazing. So I recommend the SBI muffins. They are in your book. All right. So in the book is the quick start. On the quick start, it talks about what we can have: brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, vegetables, fruit, fat, lean protein. Okay. All that's listed in there. Now, you can, if you want, go the first 3 to 7 days completely without animal protein, or you could do the first 3 or 4 days on a juice cleanse. That's an option too. That's totally up to you. The instructions to how to do that are in the book, but totally your call. Okay. Now, the what to avoid page. These are the things we're not going to have. Popular grains like wheat, rye, barley, oats, corn, which is not a vegetable, folks. It's a grain. Processed white rice, millet, bulgur, sorghum, amaranth, buckwheat, and sprouted grains. We're going to stay away from those. And they're like, well, coach, why are we staying away from those? They tend to be inflammatory. And one of the challenges with grains these days is what's put on them to desiccate the crops, which is Roundup, and that has glyphosate. And glyphosate goes through the grain into our body, and it creates an inflammatory response. So we're just going to pull it out for 21 days and observe your body's reaction to reduction of inflammation. Same thing with sugar. No maple syrup or honey, even though it's natural. Agave nectar, Splenda, Equal, NutraSweet, xylitol. You have to read the labels because there's a lot of crap that's hidden, right? They'll say evaporated cane juice, which is sugar. So there is some artificial sweeteners we can use, like erythritol or stevia. Those are fine. Okay. We're going to stay away from alcohol. No beer, wine, hard alcohol, not even for cooking. Alcohol has 7 calories per gram. Now, if you consider protein and carbohydrates are 4 calories per gram and fat is 9 calories per gram, a glass of wine is kind of like a glass of butter. Okay. So, and what's the problem with alcohol? After half a bottle of wine, who cares about the diet? Right? So let's just do that. Okay. Tobacco, try to eliminate that if you can. And you can reach out to me if that's a thing for you. I have some tips and tricks there. Caffeine, no coffee, but you can and should have green tea. I love having my green tea in my hot protein powder, or even a chai tea, which is a little bit of a black tea, but I have that with my protein powder in the morning. It's phenomenal. We're going to stay away from legumes. These are on the FODMAP for inflammation program. So black, red, navy, kidney, white beans, lima beans, fava beans, chickpeas, lentils, and we're definitely going to stay away from any forms of soy. Soy is not the health food they've told us at all. I know when my wife and I were trying to get pregnant, we took 15 years to have our son. And one of the things that they said at the fertility clinic, one of the best fertility clinics in the world, they made sure my wife was not having any soy at all. It's estrogen forming. It's not good for you. All right. Dairy. We're going to stay away from dairy. It can be mucus and inflammation forming. So goat or sheep milk, cheese, kefir, yogurt, ice cream, butter, cream cheese, half and half, sour cream. If you do want to have something like butter, you can get ghee, which is a clarified butter. It doesn't have the lactose in it. So that's easily found at Sobeys or Natural Solutions Health Food Store, where we get a discount. Food additives, we're going to stay away from carrageenan. Sorry, go ahead.
Can I ask you one quick question? What about dairy-free cheese?
I would want to see the ingredients, Janice. That's all. So just send me a screenshot of the ingredients and I'll let you know.
Okay, perfect.
Because each brand has different stuff in it. So, and please do that. If you're shopping and you're wondering, take a photo of the ingredients and send it to me and I'll look through it. Okay. So yeah, we're going to stay away from food additives. Now, protein powder. I love my protein powder. So Isolate has no lactose. So for some folks, it can be a mild allergy if you have a lactose allergy, but if you don't, then Isolate is great. It's a pure clean protein without the lactose sugar molecule. But if not, then Vega Pro 7 or Hammer Vegan Protein is something you can do for that. Okay.
You don't want us to use protein powders though, right?
I do if it's an isolate or a vegetarian or vegan version.
Oh, in our smoothies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I've never used one. So you sell it, right?
I do. Yeah. I sell a really good clean isolate out of my garage.
Okay, I'll grab one then.
Sure. Yeah, I use that.
I've never had one ever
Oh,
in my
cool.
whole life.
Oh, it's so amazing. Especially if you're a coffee drinker. How do you drink your coffee? Like black or with stuff in it?
My 3 pots that I have a day.
I know.
Yeah. I drink them with creamer. I
Okay.
use the oat creamer in
Yeah.
them.
So what I'll do, when you are able to pop over next, Janice, I'm going to make you a hot chocolate and caramel macchiato protein drink, and it'll blow you away. And it'll satisfy that mental need for a warm, drinkable hug without ruining your diet. Okay. So I'll share that with you for sure. Awesome. There is spots in the meal plan for designing your meal plan, like what you are in the recipe book with for designing your meal plan. There's a sample one, banana nut porridge, quick veggie egg muffins, like breakfast. So there's a sample one. There's a grocery list you can bring with you so that you know the things you can grab. And then there's a blank one, obviously, right? People always ask, is this a keto diet? I'm not always in ketosis, but when I am, I never poop. When you've been on low carb for 5 years and you realize it's been 5 minutes, carbs are the devil. Kate, what is wrong with you? All right, sorry. Keto is not my friend. I think it's sad. Does anybody tried keto? Yeah. Does anybody not know what keto is, or do you know? You've tried it. Do you know what it is? It's 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% carbs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a survival mechanism that helps your body shed fat. It does work, but all of your vitamins and minerals come from carbohydrates, fruits and veggies, and a program that is 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% good healthy protein or good healthy carbohydrates, which is where your fiber is, so you can poop, which is where your vitamins. That's not long term, right? So it is not that diet. And there are so many diets. There's paleo, vegan, vegetarian, raw food, blood type, Mediterranean zone, fast food, low fat, high fat, low carb, high carb, gluten-free, dairy-free, salt-free, sugar-free. Like, it's crazy. The keto food pyramid, like I said, 75, 20, and 5. This is a list of a lot of the most popular diets and all of the things that you can have or can't have, right? There's tons and tons of restrictions. They all have their different restrictions. Remember when I said nothing works, you make it work? You can make any one of these work. You can. It's just a matter of, does it make sense long-term and do you want to? This diet is probably closest to paleo, except there are exceptions. So it's a little bit more flexible and friendly than that. So check this out. This is something I find very important. All right, this is a little bit of a distraction from that. Does that, the paleo, all that diet stuff, that makes sense? That answers that question? Okay, cool. So check this out. This is 2 cups of broccoli. Okay, how many calories do you think is in 2 cups of broccoli?
0.
It's not 0. It does contribute. It is a food product. Yeah.
Oh.
So not 0.
70.
Yeah, good. It's 62 calories in 2 cups of broccoli. Okay. That's a lot of food, but not a lot of calories. How about Timbits? How many calories is in 1 Timbit? What do you think?
1?
1 Timbit. How many calories?
62 calories?
30?
90.
90?
90.
In 1?
In 1.
No.
Hi. Oh,
Now,
dear.
you don't have to put up your hand, but I'm going to put mine up. How many of you have been on a road trip and you've eaten a 10-pack of Timbits yourself and went like,
10?
I can't believe it's open. It's empty. 10. Yeah. 20-pack. Anyone? Yeah. A
Oops.
20-pack of Timbits is 1,800 calories. That is my basal metabolic rate for my whole day. And I can eat a 20-pack of Timbits between here and Calgary without even trying. That's why fruits and vegetables are wonderful for you. That is the survival mechanism of this program. All right. And fruits and vegetables are loaded with the stuff your body needs to be healthy. Loaded with good stuff. Loaded, 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 loaded. This is why fruits and veggies are the keys to the kingdom. Your body needs this. Now, I've been doing this for a while, and I'm going to say if they can do it, so can you. These people have all done the 21-day program, and if you scan around, you can see 6 pounds, 8 pounds, 3 pounds, 6 pounds, 8 pounds, 6.5 pounds, 5.68 pounds, 2 pounds, 7 pounds. Jody in the bottom corner, 20 pounds, 15 pounds, right? This is what we're up to. These people have all done it, and you can do it too. Okay. But let me ask you, you guys understand that quick fixes don't work, right?
Mhm.
This is not a magic pill, right? Jason started with a 6-week challenge, and 8 months later, he grew a beard. Ba-dum-dum. So I got a ba-dum-dum. All right, good. So he also flattened his tummy, right? So here's what's going to happen as a result of this program. And some of you I can't see. Actually, all of you today I can see. But I want you to say yes when you hear something you want. Okay, I want to hear that yes. Who wants to shed some weight?
Yes.
Yeah. Who wants to gain some energy?
Yeah.
Yes. Who wants to release belly fat?
Yes.
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 I don't like to say lose belly fat, because what happens when you lose something? You try to find it,
It
Yeah.
finds me.
right? So we want to release it, discard it, get rid of it. It's gone. Okay, good. So how about increased stamina?
Mhm.
Yeah. How about more confidence?
Yes.
Yes. How about fit back in your clothes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How about toned arms and legs?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Good. How about tighter and trimmer midsection?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Who wants to gain sexual magnetism?
Oh.
Never mind. How about getting back that swagger? I've never had a swagger, but
Yeah.
are we
I
good?
don't know what that is.
It's like a walk, like Elvis walked, right?
Right.
All right. Who wants to sleep better?
Yes.
Right? Oh, such a gift. Okay. There's that coffee. Respect for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Positive mindset to start the day.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Inner thighs that don't rub together. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not wearing snow pants. Right? Okay, good. Who just wants to be happier?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about healthier? Like full on, right? Yeah. Become a role model and leader.
Mhm.
Yeah, good. I've got an example story. This is my buddy Lyle. He called me after Christmas one year. Now, Lyle and I used to work in the same architectural firm. And when I moved to Sylvan and built the gym, we kind of fell out of touch for a while, and I hadn't seen him for quite a while. And he called me one Christmas and he says, "Hey, Scott." And I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" He says, "Well, I need your help." I said, "Yeah, what do you need?" He says, I can't get off the floor. Like, what do you mean you can't get off the floor? Do you mean to call 911? Why are you calling me? Like, do you mean to come over? He goes, "No, I dragged a chair over and I got off the floor, but I'm too fat. I sat down on the floor to play with my daughter and her Christmas presents, and I couldn't get off the floor. I couldn't physically get off the floor." I was like, "Oh," I hadn't seen him in a long time. And I said, "Well, how much do you weigh, do you think?" He goes, "I don't know. Our scale only goes up to 300. It's a lot higher than that." Okay. He says, "But I don't live in Sylvan. What are we going to do?" And I said, "Well, we'll work together online. I've got a coaching program I can do with computer software." And he said, "Okay, let's do this." Great. So we started working together, and it took a while. It took about a year and a half, but Lyle went from 350 pounds down to 190, and we started racing Spartan races together.
Hmm.
Lyle and I did a 50-kilometer Spartan ultra beast on a ski hill with more obstacles than I can care to count, including sprinting up a rope and dinging a bell 30 feet in the air. This guy's a freak now. He's been this way for over 10 years. So raise your hand if you're ready to commit to your own health. Nice. Awesome. Cool. And you're going to need some accountability. This is our mayor, Sean McIntyre. He was our mayor. He dropped 33 and a half pounds at this point, but he dropped actually over 40 by the time we were done working together. Totally changed his life. So, I mean, I could come in, I can help you with your accountability, but we'll be working directly with each other, but only if you'll communicate, right? You'll have to do a starting weight and an end weight because we need data, right? Do you commit to that? To communicate? You're stuck, you reach out with me, you call me, you message me, don't be silent. Is that agreed?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, check out Steven. Steven started May 4th with me this year, and he's down 65 pounds. He's actually, by October 1st, he's down 72 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is
Right.
unreal. He is
Yeah.
a different human being, not only physically, but mentally. He's a different father. Yeah. And Anna Lee, I was just talking to the other day. She did some good old hard work and consistency. You're going to have to get out of your own way, right? You need to watch the daily mindset videos. I have specifically designed them to help you, but you got to watch them. They're about 5-ish to 7, 8, 10 minutes long. There's, I think, 2 of them that are 18 or 19 minutes, but most of them are less than 10. And you can watch them at 1.5 speed. I do that all the time. I just speed myself up. Yeah, I get on with it. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
You guys down for that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Awesome. I do have supplements. They are not required for the program, but they can help. So I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got whey protein isolate, vitamins, something lights out to help you sleep, collagen, glutamine. I've got Hammer energy bars or protein bars. That's my shelf in my garage. So I can help you if you want. So here's what
You
you
have
expect.
granola bars?
What's that?
You have granola bars there?
Yeah, the Hammer bars there's oatmeal apple, which would be like a granola bar, but really healthy ingredients and not tons of sugar. My son grew up on those when he was an infant and stuff.
Okay.
There's almond raisin. I like the coconut
come
chocolate
look.
chip. Yeah. So that stuff is healthy. Yeah. So here's what to expect for the phase 1 reset plan. Okay. You got the 90-page manual. Oh, I got to change that. It still says detox, but the grocery list, the quick start guide, the recipes, the meal plans, the vegetarian recipes, and we've got the private Facebook group. Have you guys all accepted my invitation to the private group? Yeah. Okay, cool. I've been sending out invites all day on that. There's the mindset videos, the recipes, videos, and unlimited contact with me. So never apologize for reaching out to me. Just reach out to me. There are times when I'm working out, or Monday nights my wife does singing practice and I'm with my son, and sometimes a little harder to get a hold of for between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. But once my son's in bed, I'm available again. So, but unlimited. An in-person body comp with me and Sylvan, and for a small fee, if you want to do a laser body comp, you can. All right. So how to fail. The sarcasm is strong with this one. This is how you fail. Okay. So if you want to fail, stop following the eating plan. Eat sugar, dairy, and grains. Stop watching the daily mindset videos. Drink lots of coffee with additives, especially edible oil products. Never engage in the private group. And keep all of your problems or questions to yourself. Okay. That's how you fail. So how to succeed is do the opposite. Okay. Don't be this guy. He's trying really hard. This is not doing a damn thing. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't try really hard like that. That's not okay. Good. Awesome. So what happens after 21-day phase? I do have a 6-week program. I'm actually starting one at the same time here, but I run them kind of every couple of months or so. So that's a possibility. I do once in a while work one-on-one with people. This is step 1, but you can eat like this forever. You can totally eat like this. Okay. This is a clean slate. Let's start fresh. Let's recalibrate your body, build new habits and knowledge. And that's it. That's my little presentation. Now it's to you. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm just going to go get my groceries and then I'll go from there, and I'll stop by and get some granola bar things because Talissa really wants some of those.
Sure.
And then as far as the protein powder stuff goes, I've never touched that ever in my life. So
cool. I'll give you some to try, and if you like it, you can go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're
Cool.
good to go.
Awesome. Any other questions for me?
So are you saying like we just have the 3 meals a day, and then that's what I'm wondering is portion size? Like what?
That's a really good question, Kathy. And you know what? It's eat to feel. If you're hungry, eat food. Just eat food that's on the list, right? You can snack on fruits and veggies as much as you need fuel. Follow the food in the book and eat when you're hungry, right? I don't want you starving. We don't have to count calories. I actually have a video that's really cool and explains how that works without counting calories. Like how do people drop weight if they're not measuring everything? I've got a video that explains how that works, right? So I'll put that in the group so that you can see it, but eat when you're hungry, right? Eat food.
So like a smoothie for breakfast is good, and then just a snack, and then a decent lunch, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like I would do breakfast, lunch, supper, and a couple of snacks as you need them. For me, my breakfast is an Sbi muffin. So I have the green juice smoothie first, right? So that's in the recipes in the book. I have the green juice smoothie, which is kale, parsley,
Cucumber.
celery, ginger, an apple, a lemon, and a lime. I have that every morning in my juicer. That's my start of my day. And then I have an Sbi muffin, and I have a hot protein powder. That's how I start every day. And then I'll have lunch, which is I'm just going to make good, healthy choices like chicken thigh with rice and veggies. I have salads all the time. There's a homemade dressing recipe in the book that's amazing. I spent quite a long time getting it right. It's my own invention and it's delicious. And so I have that with my salads. It's really good. And then supper is again, like, whether it's steak or fish or chicken, and then rice or couscous or quinoa, and then salad, like lots and lots of salads, right? So eat to feel. I mean, we're all going to be different. There's really amazing recipes in the book. There's so many of them. There's There's banana pancake recipe in the book that's fantastic. And I do recommend actually that if you cook it in a cake pan and bake it in the oven instead, it's actually easier, because as pancakes, they're kind of more like a crepe, and they're hard to flip. If I'm going to make the pancakes and I want pancakes, I put the lid on and I steam them, in a sense, before I flip them. I find them annoying to flip. But they're really good in a cake pan. So there's lots of different options.
With salad dressing, say if you don't make yours, what should you use?
There's balsamic vinaigrettes you can look for, but honestly, the reason I invented a salad dressing is because you can't friggin' buy salad dressing. It's full of junk.
So
It always has.
What about like avocado oil and vinegar?
Yes. So the salad dressing that I make is avocado oil, 1 egg, some spices, and some mustard. And sometimes I'll put some pickle juice, and I just blend it in a magic bullet, and it's amazing. You can change up the spices. It's dead easy. So yeah, you can totally play that game. Avocado oil and vinegar, absolutely. But like I said, if commercial salad dressings, I'm sorry, are garbage. I've never found one. Even the ones that report to be healthy and they say they're healthy and they're Newman's Own and they're blah blah organic, they're soybean oil. They're just full of garbage. So I made my own. It's super easy to make. Yeah. And if you find a salad dressing you're curious, take a photo of the label, message it to me on my phone. I'll have a look. Yeah.
Is the best way to get a hold of you through Messenger?
I like Facebook Messenger. It's really easy. I can track the messages all in one spot. I can see your face. I like it the best. You can do emails, you can text me, but I like Facebook Messenger because, like I said, I can see your face, I can know who you are, and then there's a string of what we've talked about. And you can send photos, voice file, video, all in one place. So I find it to be quite handy. Yeah.
And then what about vitamins? Like, what would you recommend just to start with? Like a multi, some omegas, and I think I read 5-HTP too. That's a good.
5-HTP is good. Yeah, I like a really good multivitamin. I use Vitamax's VitaStack. It's I think 9 pills in a little cellophane bottle. It's got everything. A little cellophane packet's got everything in one. I don't have to fart around. I also additionally, because of COVID in the world and whatever, I add zinc, magnesium, vitamin C, and vitamin D as extra, right? Okay. And I also have taken ivermectin and stuff. I had COVID in May, and then I took ivermectin and it went away. But I take it prophylactically every 3 months. I just take a little tab to make sure. But so vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, and vitamin A are critical, or vitamin B, they're really good for you all the time. But I just take a good multivitamin every single day.
Okay. Yeah. Do you sell that Vita?
I do. Yeah. VitaStack, I sure do. You know what? When I close the gym, I'm like, these are the supplements I've researched to death and I know they're the best. I'm just not going to be without them. So I sell them out of my garage so I can have them. But
yeah. Good. I'll come pick some up then too.
Cool. Awesome. Any other questions?
Yeah. Is it really important to eat the 3 meals a day? Because I normally will just have my pots of coffee and then have dinner at like 6 or 7 after I'm done with my clients. Right, Kathy?
Yeah. And do you know why you do that, Janice?
Yeah, because I've done it for like 30 years.
Because coffee lets you. Coffee's a lie. It's hollow, right? It's hard on your body. You're punching your adrenal glands in the face every day. So
okay, so you want me to? It's important to learn to eat 3 meals.
I want you to learn to eat.
Okay.
Yeah. I want you to learn to eat. Yeah. And you know what? The hot protein powder is going to be your glorious start. If you can do a hot protein powder in the morning and make some Sbi muffins and just have them as you feel, girl, your whole world's going to change. I swear.
Okay.
I swear. Right? It's going to be
so
amazing.
Can you use any veg protein powder?
So if you want to use a protein powder, if it's whey based, it needs to be whey isolate, which is the Allmax stuff that I sell. You know, there are other versions and brands, but I really like and trust the Allmax Isoflex. It's an all isolate. If you don't want any whey powder, then there's like Vega 7, or I sell Hammer Nutrition vegan protein powder. So I mean, there's choices there, but don't get a whey concentrate that's full of milk sugar and it's going to be inflammatory. Right? That's a low quality whey powder. So Yeah. Send me photo of the ingredients and I'll help you out. And like I said, if you want to get it from me, great. I charge the lowest I'm allowed to charge without losing my license. Like there's something called a minimum advertised price. I'm not allowed to sell it for less to prevent price wars. So I sell it, but I sell it at the lowest instead of MSRP. Yeah. Because it's not how I feed my family. This is doing the programs. I just sell that, to cover my costs, but because it's handy. Right. Cool.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome. If you have any questions, reach out to me, message me, whatever you need. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. Awesome, ladies. Thank you for being here. We'll talk.
Okay.
Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome.
We'll do this.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we got. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so for our weigh-ins and stuff, are we doing that through Messenger?
Yeah. So just, so that's a great question. So just weigh yourself at home in the morning. So get up, go to the bathroom, and then weigh yourself. That's the most neutral place to be in the morning. Nude, if there's nobody around, you can do that. Right. That's your zeroing point. And then just Facebook Messenger that me on Monday morning. Then I add it into a spreadsheet. I don't share that with anybody. That's just you being accountable to you. Right. So that's a great question. Yeah. Monday morning, first thing, go to the bathroom, weigh yourself, message me your weigh in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay,
Awesome.
thanks everybody.
Okay,
Awesome.
bye.
Gotta go to work.
Good.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you guys. Bye.